maybe that is the colony. Maybe we just don't stay still long enough usually.
I can see two over there, and there's one beneath us.
Feathers fly! Do I think Kale Divine needs some love? Okay, so I don't think Kale needs some love, but one of the things we're going to test is the Divine changes on PvE. So, yeah. Set 4.5 is sucks. Fair enough. What is new in this patch? The biggest things we need to test are Divine and Elise. Those are the main things. Hey Mort, I really love you in this game, but sadly the Chosen Mechanic game made very stressful for me. We're taking a close look at the Chosen Mechanic to see if there's anything we can do to make it less frustrating, because believe it or not, we do agree with some of the concerns that people are having. The best way I can explain it is with examples. Currently, the difference between hitting a... Oh, sweet. You can just test Divine right away. The biggest thing is, like, the difference between at 2-2 getting a Chosen Jax, or, I don't know, Chosen Vlad, versus your entirety of Stage 2 seeing Chosen Brand, Chosen Trist, and Chosen TF is definitely a little bit too extreme. So... Okay, not very good items, but that's okay. What is the Divine changes? God, that tooltip looks awful. There you go. There's the Divine tooltip. It's become a joke that the first patch after every set launch, you have to rework Divine, so... Alright, let's see here. Hey, what happened to sharpshooters? They are nothing but early game trade at the moment. That's not entirely true. You can definitely win with sharpshooters. Ooh, a Vlad. No other Divine champion, though. Sag. Well, we have bad items, and we didn't really hit, so we're just going to greed economy here. Could you also describe Elise? Elise's spider form now applies Mono Reeve. So. No nerf Spirit, please? 4 Spirit is definitely getting a nerf. So. But yeah, let's see if we can go 6 Divine Syphoner here. That'd be a good way to start the day. Do you think that increasing level 4 by EXP and reducing Chosen odds at 4 would remove the pre-level? No. I don't think that's enough. What I'll say is we're reading all the feedback from things like Reddit and some of the negative, and we are going to consider some pretty extreme options. At least test them. And if they go well, we might actually consider doing them. So... I don't think the 40 to 35% nerf is bad and Spirit Zed will still be a viable comp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zed will be just fine. What is your thoughts on people not enjoying this set anymore? I mean, there's a lot to get into there. There's a lot to break down. There's no real easy answer of like, oh, here's the problem. There's a lot going on. But, again, what I'll say is we're taking it really, really seriously. Yeah. And so you might see a mid-set kind of thing if we find something that really makes the game better. So, have you ever considered an auto-roll feature? What does that mean? Seeing a lot of the same chosen champions with the same trait, is that intended? I don't think you can. There's actually a built-in safety mechanism to prevent that. So, Fluff gets smashed. Appreciate the prime. Okay, well, we have a lot of gold. It's PvE, so we can probably get away with being greedier than we might normally be. How do I tell you what little Regina legend couldn't type text? Yeah, I'll fix that. I will fix that. Regarding no longer enjoying the game, I grinded last patch of 4 to master and kind of burned myself out. It seems every game to stall the 7, then reroll Chosen. See, that's the part that I admittedly struggle with, and sometimes I get overly defensive, because when people oversimplify the patch like that, that's clearly not true, right? Like, this patch especially is definitely not gamble the 7, reroll Chosen. That's not how it works. This patch, if anything, is much more like reroll heavy or play strong early game into level 8. So, like, I struggle when people say things like that, but there's definitely an element of truth to how linear and how variant it can be. So some of the extreme ones are like, you can be 100 health, 15 win streak into 5-1 and still come out 4th on the other end. So, all right, we are looking for an armor or a rod or a cloak in that order. Armor, rod's already gone, cloak. All right, we get our armor. Sweet, first choice. Hey, Natures. Let me guess, Natures, you're just going to sleep? Can I ask how late is too late to get a Sunfire? I think if you haven't built your Sunfire by the stage 3 carousel, you shouldn't be building a Sunfire. That's my honest take on it. I think I might take this. Small upgrade. Let's see here. Would you guys consider making a rotation of traits like we see in Hearthstone Battlegrounds? There's always 2 traits banned. Probably not. I don't think that's the right tactic for our game. Underlords tried that. And what it ends up doing is, like, let's say you're a big Nasus fan and you try to play that comp as much as you can. You end up more disappointed when that comp isn't in the game and just ends up feeling pretty negative. Also, like, the balance gets heavily shifted. So, for example, what I mean by that is, like, okay, in games where Divine isn't available, Vanguard Mystic becomes the S-tier comp, but in games where it is available, Brawler becomes the S-tier. It's like, that knowledge base becomes so high that it ends up being a much more complicated game, so I don't think that's the right tactic for TFT. Agree that it does help with variety, though. Hey, a Jax. Cool. What are your thoughts on the situation of RFC? Because in many fights, my melee units have such poor performance, it makes me wish they always had RFC every game. Yeah, I agree. The fact that, like, half the melee champs in the game want RFC right now is definitely not great. The fact that Zed is basically useless without it is not great. I'd really like to find a way to make that not as true, you know? So, definitely agree that's an issue. Don't have a proper solution yet. But it is definitely an issue, for sure. 100% issue. Admin cosmetic change request. Yeah, I know. I need to... change the arena. I don't care, whatever. Little Legend Chad Vanilla River Sprite. Okay. I will make sure to do that. This is just a placeholder. Take a breath and have a great stream. Thank you. Also, the beard's getting so long. It's almost a year now I've been going on the beard. We are not hitting much of anything here. I'm also hard forcing Syphoner right now, which I shouldn't be, but... let's see. In regards to shot mechanics, could there ever be a weighted roll where if you are playing 1-star units, they could be slightly weighted to appear more, but only up to 2-star to help get people online? Also following old rules so an early Kindred doesn't get a weighted bonus until level 5. To be honest, I think something like that is good. Real quick, Warring Kingdoms Azir, appreciate the 6 months, so thank you. I think something like that is good, because there are definitely games where the variance in what you hit is really, really extreme in a bad way. As an example, I had a game where I got chosen Vanguard Nautilus at 2-2, which is awesome, cool, so I picked it up. And I even recorded it to watch back the feedback, and I did not see a single Nico or Cho'Gath for the entirety of the game. And, like, that's probably not okay. To literally see 0, you know, so. Items were rough. We don't need any of these, so. So yeah, I think something like that, would love to get a fix in to help improve. Oh, I should have taken out Kindred and put in 4 Divine here. Oh well. I don't see a difference between PvE and Live for Dragon Soul and Diana. Could you tell me about their changes? Yeah. Diana is actually just a bug fix, which is now when she increases in size, her orb radius goes up. TLDR, that means Titan's Resolve no longer bugged on Diana. Cool. That's the change for Diana. For Dragon Soul, it's a little harder to explain, but let me walk you through it here. After I re-roll my Nasi here. Four Syphoner at 3-2. That seems pretty good. Okay, I liked that turn. Okay, so Dragon Soul, the way it works right now, is let's say you have a Shyvana on the front line, and she auto-attacks 5 games, she shoots her laser. Five times, she shoots her laser, right? Cool. Then she auto-attacks 3 more times, and dies. The buff passes to Brand, and Brand is at 3 out of 5. So Brand needs to auto-attack 2 more times to get to shoot the laser. That's how it works currently. After the patch, the way it'll work is, no matter what Shyvana was at, Brand will start at 5 out of 5, and his next auto-attack will shoot. So basically, as you get the buff, the first auto will always shoot the laser. And so that should feel a little better. Just hit. You know what? We're win streaking. We have enough gold. 4 Divine, 4 Syphoner at 3-3. This feels like a first already. So, you know, feels pretty good. Show Elise, please. I mean, there's the tooltip. So you can see the mana cost increase. And it introduces mana reeve scaling. So 3-star Elise is actually very high mana reeve. So there you go. Alright, somebody requested a game song. Virtue's Last Reward OST Pantry. Alright, neat. Alright, we want a cloak or a rod. Rod's already taken. We want a cloak. Do I think that's balanced? The Mana Reeve effect? Yeah. She also got a small health nerf to make up for it, so it's not just a pure buff. Sweet. But the idea is, like, you basically never wanted to 3-star Elise. It just wasn't useful. So this at least now makes it so that 3-starring Elise is worth. So, Lucas LKC, appreciate the 8 months. Thank you. Alright, we got a loaded dice. 2 loaded dice. Holy shnikes. 2 loaded dice. What do we want to do with those loaded dice? We're going to use them on Syphoner to some extent. I think we're going to save it, though, till much later. And because we already hit our 3-star Nasus. And we will try to get 6 Divine. Or a better Syphoner here. So we'll chill. I mean, we're not pivoting. We have a 3-star Nasus. We have 4 Syphoner. We're staying this comp. And like I said, I want to be testing Divine. So we're going to try to get up to 6 Divine. But yeah, the Divine changes are also to try to make it so that 8 Divine is actually something you'd consider. So hold the loaded dice. Nice. Is the Mana Reeve on hit or on basic attack? It's on... Oh god, that's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's on basic attack, but I could be wrong on that. I could very much be wrong. I'll double check. I still don't think you'd build Hurricane on Elise, even if that was true. But interesting. Would you collect League trading cards? I mean, I might. I don't think there's a lot of depth there, but it'd be fun. So. Alright, let me see here. That's a 3-star Diana. Oh no, her magic damage orbs might kill my Nasus. Oh wait, no they won't. Whee! Comp feels pretty strong. Hey Mort, thought I'd give you some feedback on the new Lucky Lanterns. I was playing a game and got Morello, IE, and other good talent items. I rolled at 4-2, about 10 gold, and got my Enlightened Talent come online. 2 fights later, a Lucky Lantern drops with 2 target dummies for every player. With their armor being low, they absolutely messed up my Talon, and I basically went bot 4, losing most of the fights after the dummies dropped. Yeah, I hear you. There have definitely been some vocal complaints about the variance of the stage 4 lanterns. And I know that the team is looking at that because the stage 4 lanterns shouldn't quite be as swingy as they are. And that is a lot of items. But we basically went with this. Okay, the $1 million question here is, what do we actually build? Giant Slayer, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, we're definitely greeting higher levels here, so... Now with the Jeweled Gauntlet, this spell can crit, which makes it drain even more, which means this Nasus... Like, this is, in my opinion, perfect itemization for Nasus. He only struggles with, like, Slayers in this build, so... Just hit. I think now that Morgana has items, we can actually frontline her, too, so... Cool. Alright, I'm letting YouTube run too long. Okay. And then, let's see here. Do you think Tryndamere is in a good spot? Yeah, actually, I do. I think, if anything, Tryndamere is another example of a carry that's maybe too item-specific and maybe to shared items with similar champions. Like, the itemization differences between Talon and Tryndamere aren't very different. But that being said... I think people are sleeping on him, and he's actually quite good. So. Alright, caught up on questions. Does the beard tickle? So the worst thing in the beard is when you go outside and it's windy, and you're getting this, like, pressure on your face that's blowing like that, and you're like, God damn it. Alright, what do we need? We need Kale and Lee Sin, huh? Why is it a bad thing his itemization is similar to Talon? What I'd say right now is there are too many champs in the endgame that have similar itemization. Well, I don't know. You might be right, Natures. Maybe it's not that big a deal. Because I was going to say his itemization is similar to Olaf, but that's not also true. Like, they want kind of different items. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Maybe I'm wrong there. Oh no, an Aurelian Soul. He might do magic damage. Just kidding. Hey, Treebeard. Appreciate the gift sub. Alright, items-wise, what do I want? I guess a glove? Could be an armor? Glove or armor? Otherwise, I really don't care. Well, there's still an armor on a 1 cost, so we might be able to get that. Also, I'm enormous, so you gotta do this whenever you're enormous. Yeah, I probably could have taken a belt. You're right. Morello Morgue wouldn't have been too bad here. What I'm actually considering doing, though, is building this as a Swain later. So... could level once more. Doesn't really get me anything interesting. Yeah, we'll chill. We'll chill for now. I can agree to that. Hey Mort, I have a question for you. I play a lot of games with Dragon Soul, and there's moments where a lot of pieces get the Dragon Blessed. This happened when I fight Assassin's Come. Is this a bug? I mean, there's supposed to be moments where you get 3 or 5 based on if you're 6 or 9 Dragon Soul, so that's not a bug. If you're seeing another bug beyond that, though, I would be curious to see it. Don't you think Rabadons should be the premier spell damage item instead of Jeweled Gauntlet? No, and I'll explain why. Alright, we're going to level. I'm going to regret this, but let's try this. I regret nothing. Okay. Hang on. Okay, let's see here. Team play for victory. Appreciate the 6 months. I hit the 6-month sub trait power spike. Yep, nice. And Shaping 5. Appreciate the 2 months. So... okay, so the reason is... right now, Deathcap and Jeweled Gauntlet, right? So this is the comparison we're making. If you have Deathcap be better for AP damage... why would you ever build Jeweled Gauntlet? Right now, the difference is Jeweled Gauntlet is better on your AP damage dealers, like Aurelion Soul, but it is worse on your support people. So, like, you would never put Jeweled Gauntlet on Janna, but you would definitely put Deathcap on Janna. And that's kind of the difference, is Deathcap is a little worse for damage dealers, but infinitely better for support. So, and yeah, stuff like Samira, that's also true. Yep. So, is Jeweled Gauntlet critting too often? I mean, it's 45%, so I wouldn't say that's too often. Alright, this is probably this. Although we have a 3-star, so we should do it like this. Again, we're strong enough. Let's just keep going up. Up and up and up. Juan Pon says, appreciate the 11 months. Your game is awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Iron Tigers, appreciate the prime. Thank you. I just hit swing 2 at 3-3 and 900 LP Challenger. Do you think that's balanced? I think that's a high roll, and high rolls occasionally happen. I don't think worrying about if it's balanced is the right play, because sometimes, like, again, the game is not meant to be everyone has the same experience every turn, every time. That's a boring game. Yes, it's balanced, but it's boring. So you hit a high roll once. Cool. Good for you. How are you feeling today? Do you stay hydrated? I'm okay, is what I'd say. I wouldn't say I'm great right now, but... in fact, I'm probably going to have to AFK here a second because I'm dying. So, you know. Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't miss anything important in the shop. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I cannot wait until this problem is solved. That's all I can tell you. Alright, we are still sitting in a very good spot. Grabbed food, sorry if this is a repeat. Thoughts on the dice frustrations and feedback? I think there's some truth to it for sure. Again, our goal is to figure out how to keep the item interesting while also keeping it, you know, fair. Again, everyone gets a dice, so how they use it is different. But I can definitely, again, sense some frustration around, you know, the people that really high roll with their dice and others don't, so something to look at for sure. And I think there's optimizations we can do, because for example, if you know the behind-the-scenes logic for dice, you know it kind of heavily biases one costs, which isn't great, so there might be something we can do there. So the question is, do I ditch Morgana so I can put the items here? Or do I ditch Vlad because it's Vlad? And I think it's ditch Morgana. Yeah, I know I have 2 Jaxes. But since we have 4 Divine, it's kind of worth it right now. So, and Jax's dodge is really good for surviving some of the early burst in the fights before my Titan's resolves get stacked up. So, Jax is such a good utility champion. Oh god, he ate Swain. Oh god, he ate Janna. He's eating everyone. Can the Fabled trait be chosen? Yes, it can. I mean, again, we're kind of sitting really strong here. In fact, the game's almost over and I'm barely realizing it, so... Huh. Alright then. Jax 2, almost 1v1, Shyvana 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jax is good. Jax is real good. Also, he had Giant Slayer, so that helped. Go 9, 6 Divine easy. Yep, that's the plan. Try to get up to 6 Divine here. Is the Nasus reroll comp too strong for being centered on a 1-cost champ? A little, I'd say, is the real answer. I think we'll still win this because Akali can't burst down Nasus, but it's going to be close. Never mind. It wasn't that close. Okay. Why not Ninja Chosen? Because it actually says you need to have exactly 4, and that would kind of mess that up, so... Okay, well... We can throw in a KL for 5 Divine. We need Elise in! Again, I can't stress this enough. The 2 Jax is on purpose, because the Jax is really good. So, that's intentional. And we're trying to test out 6 Divine. So, not a typical question, but I was wondering, as a data scientist myself, what place occupies data analysis on your team? They set up the data reads and the forms so that we can easier get into them. So, okay, we're never playing this again. We're probably never playing these, although we can keep the option open. This is actually scary. I think we're going to lose this fight. It's going to be close. Okay, never mind. Whew. That Jax is actually really hard, or the Zed is really hard for us to deal with, though, because we don't have much physical... But it also tells me we don't need Duelist, or Mystic. So, would love to upgrade the Swain. No. Okay. Oh yeah, use Shiv. Ah. Fair enough. Hey, same player. So there's only 2 other people left. What do we got here? We got 4 Spirit Zed, and we got 7 Brawler. Alright. Yeah, again, the Zed's starting to really hurt. Nice disarm. Okay, woo. Woo! Maybe Shen for Janna? I agree with that. That is 100% the right call. Whee! Hey, Swain 2. Okay, we're basically capped at this point. Again, we don't need Mystic against either opponent, so we can ditch those. We can roll for Elise in real quick. Nope. Okay. Was there a change to Divine? Yes, there was. That is a big Vi. Holy moly. Of course, this Swain now just is also very big, so probably not gonna matter. Huh. Alright. Well, I guess I got a YouTuber for Monday. Okay, what do we want? We want more this. Either one, doesn't matter. Grats Morgana on your Morellonomicon. Can you play 8 Divine for a round? I have no way of getting to 8 Divine. I would love to, but I would need a Chosen and a Spatula, of which I have neither. So... Lee Sin 2. And we're capped. There you go. I mean, we got what we need. Roll for Kale 3? Sure, why not? Boom! 4 Divine being better than 6 Divine right now is kind of what... Wait, what? 4 Divine didn't change. That's 4 Divine is literally the exact same thing as it is on live. Nothing changed. I think you're confused, Natures. It's forever now? No, it's for 6 seconds. Actually, though, that's a good point. It doesn't say it properly, does it? Ah! Okay. That's a big miss on the tooltip. I will tell the team. It's always 6 seconds now. But yeah, that tooltip does not explain that clearly, so the team needs to be aware of that. It never gives duration. That's a big miss. Yep, agreed. I mean, this kills him, right? GG? Mr. 100? Whee! GG. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, help the channel grow. Otherwise, until next time, take it easy.